I almost didn't talk about this film, but I want to use this opportunity to invest in Zach Krieger. After Barbarian and this one, he is one horror movie away from joining my roster of favorite filmmakers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Joseph and I am the film fanatic. Weapons is a 2025 horror movie where we follow the messed up events in a small town surrounding the disappearance of an entire class of kids, except for one kid. This turns the whole town upside down, wondering what could have happened and looking for who to blame when the culprit was right in front of them the whole time. Me, I just knew that child knew something. I don't blame anybody for accusing the teacher because the fact is, it doesn't look good for anybody in that particular position. But right from the trailer, I could have bet my two testicles that child was involved. This movie effortlessly portrays a chilling atmosphere with small town, big events, mystery vibes, but that doesn't stop it from being very comedic. This is something that Zach Krieger does very well, even in Barbarian. He uses subtle ways to make you feel safe and comfortable enough so that you lower your guard from the impending horror, but you're still very invested in the story. Aside from this, another thing he does very intelligently in this movie is by showing us the scope of this event through various important perspectives. First and foremost, the scapegoat. This unfortunate person is the logical first suspect. And funny enough, we now see how a good character trait is framed as a vice and used to further antagonize her. Loving the kids made her look more suspicious and made her look like a problem in Gladys's eye. Then there's the victim. Well, you can say secondary victim because I'm talking about the father, because the primary victim is obviously... I don't do spoilers. A very simple way to keep any story grounded is to show how the aftermath of a major event affects daily lives. We clearly see this man blame himself just as much as the teacher. And the last perspective I'm going to mention, because I really don't want to enter spoiler territory, is the odd factor. Him. The way this movie told this story was honest to the branding. It gives very strong horror thriller vibes with a good amount of unsettling comedy. I was honestly laughing when these children were running, but what I found funnier was... I don't do spoilers. Of course, there were a lot of strong performances in this film, but the main attractions were and Gladys, Josh Brolin as the parent, and Aiden. How am I supposed to pronounce this one? I beg, see the name. But the guy is a good actor. I really liked him in Hail Caesar and Beautiful Creatures. Just a few more solid performances, and I'll try and be pronouncing his name. We can say the cinematography is very similar to Barbarian, which helps with consistency from the filmmaker. It's good, it worked once, and it matches the story's vibe. But I'm really glad that there's a sequel coming, but this guy should really think about this thing before they say they want to start a universe. I loved the looks and costumes. And Gladys again understood the assignment. Please, chef's kiss to our makeup and wardrobes team. I also want to use this opportunity to point out the benefits of having a unique look as an actor or actress. Any actress could have played the teacher. They could have given it to Isa Gonzalez or Deborah Anwar, and they would have delivered and brought their own unique elements to the character of Justine. But Julia Garner's unique look helped in the movie's characterization of the character and made her stand out more. The events of this movie are engaging enough to sprinkle a good amount of social commentary inside, just like in adolescence. Don't miss my review for that one. It takes a very small thing for a simple community to come crashing down, and an entire class of students going missing is not a small thing. From Josh Brolin's perspective, we see how the parents involved are scared, worried, angry, and guilt-ridden, and that is not a good cocktail of emotions. There's also the matter of accountability, because I mentioned those two perspectives because amongst the ones that the film shows us, I feel like they are the ones that feel a great amount of blame or guilt for what is happening, when the truth of the matter is that they really shouldn't. There are people that will be in Justine's position and they will not send, and they will even get angry at you for trying to attempt to allude to the possibility that they might have been involved. Lastly, I love the way Zach Krieger told this story. He shows that in complicated cases like this, every version is a story, but in most cases, not the whole picture. Several times from different perspectives, when watching this film, I will just be like, oh my god. See, there is so much I want to say, but I really don't want to spoil this film for you. Just watch it and enjoy the very satisfying and chaotic ending. If you've seen the ending, just know this was me. In conclusion, this is a very generous line. Fun, unsettling, and interesting. Well done. I really love how at the heart of this film, there is an old-fashioned fable. As usual, drop your comments and you'll see my feedback. I really want to hear what you think. Did you think this film was scary or even scarier than Barbarian? It definitely wasn't for me, but I want to hear what you think. Comment any other movie or any other TV show, horror or any genre that you want me to talk about, because I am already preparing my top 10 movies and top 10 TV shows of 2025. Please drop a like. You've come this far and it's only polite, plus it helps me grow my channel. I am a speculative fiction writer with his debut novel For the Condemned scheduled to be released Easter of next year. Kind of convenient when I think about the themes of that story. If you're a lover of good fiction, the links to all my short stories on Medium are in the description box just so that I can get a sense of how I write prior to the book's release. If this is your first video, welcome. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button to stay up to date with my very weekly content. Don't worry, you'll definitely see me soon.